I'm just making this video because there's an issue that I keep encountering at Pizza Hut. And so the thing is, the main thing that I keep encountering is that my local Pizza Hut, basically they're not giving out the change that they're supposed to be giving out to their customers, like when they're paying cash. Because this is a known issue that they have at this local Pizza Hut that I order from. And I've made so many complaints. I've called the store, or I've called the restaurant, and basically talked to the person or the manager that runs the store or whatever. And I basically was like, aren't you not going to give out the change, that people need? They're like, no, we don't give out change here, for deliveries. And that's what pisses me off, is that basically the general manager or the manager that runs this local Pizza Hut, they basically were like, no, we're not going to give out change to the customers that pay cash, when they give us more than what the total of the order is. So basically, if the order is $34.25 and the customer gives the driver $35 because they didn't have the exact change, and they gave the extra change, or the extra money to cover their order because they didn't have the exact change, the general manager would be like, nope, we don't give out the change, or whatever. And it's pretty ridiculous, honestly, because it makes you wonder, what do they do with the extra money that they are for the customers that are giving extra money, because they didn't have the exact change. What do they do with the change that the customer is supposed to get back? Do they just pocket the change, or what happens to the change that the customer gets, or that the customer is supposed to get back? Because this last order that I had made, on March 9th, I had did, I had went online and had said, because, you're able to go online to, contact, Pizza Hut to say, how your experience was or whatever, and you just give, all the details of the incident or whatever. And I had did that on March 10th, and I had said, in the comments, that I am never doing business with them again. They basically lost my business, because, or at least with my local Pizza Hut, they lost my business. I'm never doing business with them ever again with my local Pizza Hut. But when I had did the customer satisfaction thing online, I had said what happened. I basically said that the order total was this amount. I had gave them this amount of money, that the driver did not give me, the money back that I was supposed to get. And I specifically had told, in the comments, I had said that I gave you this much, meaning, you need to give me back the change, basically. And I had said that they lost my business. I am never doing business with them again. And like I had gotten like an email confirmation to basically say that, you know, that this had went through or whatever, or that they had received my complaint or whatever. And, you know, so they basically said like, oh, well, to give them like another chance, you know, to make it up to me. But the thing is, like, I've made so many complaints about this issue that it's like, why should I keep giving them chance after chance after chance when I've made so many complaints, like, about, you know, this Pizza Hut not giving the change out to their customers? Because who knows, like, how many, like, other customers are not getting their change back when they give more than what their total is for their food. Because the thing is, like, with this Pizza Hut, I'm not sure if it's like this for every single Pizza Hut, in like, you know, but like, is that this Pizza Hut is like where they charge, what was it, like 375, I think it was, like 375 for the delivery fee or the delivery charge or whatever. But like with that delivery charge, that does not go towards like whatever their delivery fee is, that does not go towards like the driver, that goes directly to the store itself. So like let's say like your order is like $10, and um and then like with like the county tax or state tax or whatever, or basically with the tax, it would be like, let's say the tax is like 28 cents or something like that, or 50 cents for the tax. So like your total then would be, including the tax, would be like $10.50, you know. And then once they include like the delivery fee, depending on like what the delivery fee would be, like let's say like your Pizza Hut charges like $5 for the delivery fee. So like you would be paying like $15.50 altogether for, you know, for the delivery, basically. And so even though that like your order could be like $10, you're paying like you're also paying like that $5.50, you know, on top of that. That would include like the taxes and like the delivery fee. You know, so like let's say like you don't have like, let's say you don't have like the full, or like I should say like if you don't have like the $15.50 and you give like $16, you know, like what is, you know, like what are they doing with that 50 cents, that, or like that 50 cents or whatever that the customer is supposed to get back? Like, is the driver just like, is the delivery person like just pocketing that into their own pocket? Like, are they putting that change that the customer was supposed to get back, are they putting that into the till? Like, or are they putting it like the money into like a tip jar to go for like all the employees at that store for that day? You know, and that's like what pisses me off, is that like I've made several complaints about this issue, like where like I've called in so many times to like corporate and said like, hey, this is my issue, like it keeps happening time after time after time. And like there, and like the people at corporate or whatever, you know, because there's like different like regions that cover, or like there's different like corporates that cover different regions of your state or whatever. Um, so like you have to make sure that you get like the right number. So depending on what part of the state you live in. So like if you live in like the southern state of your state, like the southern part of your state, like you would have to make sure you would get like the number for like that region or whatever. If that makes sense. Because like with me, I live in like the southern part of my state, so I would have to contact the southern region corporate or whatever to make these complaints, and that's what I have done. I've even had like where I've made like to like a different number that wasn't for my region, and the number that I would call, they would send it over to who they needed to send this information over to, and that region, or like for the region that I'm in, like the people that are in charge of like the southern region of my state, they like those people, they would contact me to say like, okay, like I would like to hear like what you need to say, or like hear your side or whatever. And I would explain to them like, this is what happened, you know, basically like I said, like in the complaint that I made over the phone or through the website, that this is what happened or whatever. So basically I'm having to like repeat like everything like all over again to this regional corporate person or whatever, and say like, okay, this is what happened, you know, and you know, they're like, okay, well, we will contact, you know, that Pizza Hut and figure out like what's going on, why they are not giving out the change like they're supposed to do, because technically they're supposed to, I guess. And I've made at least like three previous complaints about this issue, and it's still happening, like where like this is still going on, like where they're not giving out the change like they're supposed to. You know, because the thing is like, because there's times like where I've seen like the general manager of the store, like the general manager would like literally deliver the food, and there would be times like where like the manager or whatever would literally have like the change to give me, you know, to, you know, I was like, oh well, I already have the exact change or the exact amount, and he's like, the person would say like, oh okay, well you already have it covered, you know, or whatever. But yeah, because the last time that I had made a complaint about this, I would say it was within like the last 3 months or so, and this issue has been going on for about 6 months. And it's just like ridiculous, you know. And like when I had received the email, you know, to say like that they basically thanked me for you know, like letting them know, and that they were gonna like look into it basically, and that they were gonna basically investigate the issue or whatever. You know, so but yeah, like and that they will contact, you know, the store, like the restaurant manager or whatever, or the restaurant's general manager. Basically they will contact, you know, the person that's in charge of this Pizza Hut and figure out like what's going on and why they are still doing this, like why they are still not giving out the change like they're supposed to. Because from what I was told, like every time that I've made complaints about this, that they would always say like, oh yeah, like that they have, like, every driver, like, when they start their shift, that they have, like, this money bag or whatever. You know, like, the ones that you, like, when, like, the person that runs, like, the money to, like, the bank, like, they would have, like, the money bags or whatever that they would use to take the money from the restaurant or the store to, like, the bank. You know, that's what I was told that Pizza Hut is supposed to do, is that, like, every driver gets one of these money bags, and they have a set amount for their bag, to, so they start out with whatever amount it is to give. So, like, if somebody gives them more than what the total is, that way then the driver is giving the change out to the customer. And that's what I was told, that, you know, that each store or each restaurant is like this, or that it should be like this, like, where each driver gets their own money pouch or money bag for all their money, you know, but yet they're still not, or that they're still not following procedures by giving out the money like they're supposed to. Because I had even said too, you know, that there's, like, other restaurants that, you know, that I would say, you know, because I had specifically had said that there's other restaurants in my area, you know, that, like, let's say, because they would, and I had said that like, when I would go and do the delivery, or, like, when I go and have food delivered to my house, and I have said, you know, that other restaurants in my area, like, would ask, like, okay, well, you know, your total is, like, let's say, like, $39.25. And they're like, okay, well, how much are you going to get? And I could say, like, okay, well, I can give you, like, a $40 bill, or, like, $40. And the restaurant, or the person taking the order, would be like, well, you know, like, we'll give you, or we'll make sure that the driver gives you the money, or we'll bring the money out with your food. And that's what I had told them. I was like, well, other restaurants in my area, you know, in the town that I live in, the other restaurants do this, like, where they give change back to their customers, and you know, but yet Pizza Hut won't do that. Even though that I've made several complaints, they still won't give their customers the change back. And I've told them, like, I've been to other towns, like, where I've stayed in, you know, like, another town, and would have, like, food delivered to me. You know, like, let's say I would, like, go to, like, for an example, like, let's say, for an example, like, the town would be called Purple Town or whatever. And I would stay in Purple Town, and I can go and, like, order food from, like, let's say Pizza Hut. And I could say, like, okay, well, this Pizza Hut in this town, you know, that I've stayed in, like, other towns, you know, and ordered from Pizza Hut, and that Pizza Hut, they give their customers their change back, like, if they're giving more than the total of their food. But yeah, this Pizza Hut, they won't do that, and it's ridiculous. And I've made several complaints, and, like, in the email it says, like, oh yeah, like, give us another chance. Like, I'm so sick of this, like, where I'm at, like, I've made the decision, like, where like, I'm done giving them chances, like, chance after chance after chance. I am so tired of saying, like, oh yeah, like, I will accept your coupons or, like, a credit, when you guys keep doing the same exact same thing, like, over and over and over and over. So why should I continue to give you guys the business when you guys are not following through and doing what you guys are supposed to do to give customers their change back? you know, because when I had made the complaint this last time, you know, I had said that you know, I had basically said that, you know, like, I'm tired of this, and I was told that they would investigate, like, look into it. They will contact, like I've said earlier in the video, was that they were gonna, like, contact or, like, look into it, contact, you know, the person that's in charge of the restaurant to figure out why they're doing this and why they're not giving out the change to their customers, and to basically, you know, say, like, you guys need to do this, you know, that you guys need to give out the change and blah blah blah. And, you know, and I'm at the point, like, where it's like, no, like, I don't want no more coupons, I don't want no more credits from them, you know, for their food. Like, I don't want nothing from them except for the money that I was supposed to get back for the March 9th, 2022 order that I had made, because I did not get the food back, or I got the food, obviously, but, like, I just didn't get the change back that I was supposed to get. So, and, so basically, like, once they contact me, like, the regional corporate contacts me, I'm basically going to tell them basically that I'm done with Pizza Hut. Like, I'm not ordering from them anymore until they can prove that they are going to give change out to their customers like there should be. And until then, I am done with them, even if it's 10 years before I order from them again. So, but yeah, like I said, like, I am done with them. Like, I'm not going to order from them for a very long time. So I just thought that I would jump on here and make this video. I know it's going to be, like, a very long video. But I just wanted to basically come on here and basically share, like, my experience with this particular issue, and let me know, like, if you also experience this issue as well in your area, like, when you do delivery, or, like, when you order food to have it delivered to your house, or, like, have it, like, deliveries to your house from Pizza Hut. Just, like, let me know if you also have this issue as well with the delivery driver not giving the change back that you're supposed to get. And so hopefully the more complaints that we make, or that the more people that we have, like, on, you know, that show that, like, that will say, like, oh yeah, like, I've also had this issue too. Just list your issues down below, like, if you've had, like, where the delivery driver, like, where, like, you're not getting, like, the change back like you're supposed to, or things like that. Like, if you've ever had, like, any issues and you've made several complaints about it and things are not changing, list it below, and hopefully Pizza Hut will, like, the head Pizza Hut corporation or whatever, like, sees this, and they will get it taken care of, so that way then something can be done about this, because this is unacceptable that this is, like, unacceptable that they are not giving the customers, like, the change back that they are supposed to be getting. So, like I said, just list all your complaints down below. Like, even if you've already made the complaint already, just, like, list, like, all your complaints, and if you know the dates that it happened, put, like, the date, like, the month, date, and year below with that issue below, and hopefully this, like, we can get this figured out and something can be done to correct all these issues. So thanks for watching. Sorry for this video being so long, but thanks for watching.